Jeffrey sees his crush at the end of the corridor, and it's finally time. Jeffrey's about to ask her out. He walks up to her, taps her on the shoulder, and says, "Hey, Jessica, wanna go out?" And Jessica looks at him in complete disgust and says, "Ew, never," and runs away. Jeffrey holds back his tears until he gets home. He gets into his room and quietly starts crying, just sobbing away, like flooding his room with tears. And then, after he's done crying, he wipes his tears away. And he gets a phone call from an unknown number. And for some reason, Jeffrey has the gut instinct to pick up. And it's Adonis. And Adonis says, "Get your clothes on. I'm picking you up in 5 minutes." Jeffrey gets his clothes on. 5 minutes, he walks out the door. Adonis is there in his gym clothes, in a Lamborghini. And he takes Jeffrey to the gym. And then they consistently go for an entire year. And then Jeffrey posts a shirtless picture to Instagram, and he gets a ton of likes. And then he gets a message request from his crush. And Jeffrey replies, "Nah, I'm up now." Adonis nods his head in approval. You know, I was convinced that I had the face that only a mother could love. And I say was because I don't believe that is the case anymore. I believe no one does. Nah. Now, I feel a lot more attractive, and it's because I started doing things like taking care of my health, aesthetic bodybuilding, specifically building a body to be more attractive to girls, specifically that. And yes, specifically women. I was not trying to build a physique that was attractive to men. I wanted to be attractive to women. And I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably do too. So I start lifting weights, start going to the gym, and I actually start bodybuilding, and I get onto self-improvement, and I start improving all areas of my life. And then slowly but surely, I'm becoming way more attractive. And then I realize that other people are actually treating me so much better, and they're treating me how I thought, how they would treat me when I was attractive. And I started noticing, like, finally, like, girls were paying attention to me. I started noticing that guys were respecting me a lot more, and that made my social life so much better. But it also just made my mental health better as well, because it's not nice to be perceived as the guy who's unattractive. I'll be honest, it's not nice. There's something called the halo effect, which is basically, if you've ever heard of it before, pretty privilege, where basically attractive people will get treated better than unattractive people, even if everything else is the same. So, like, let's say attractive guy and an unattractive guy make the exact same joke to the exact same girl, and it's like everything else is equal, like she's feeling the same and whatever. She will find the attractive guy's joke funny, even if it wasn't that funny, and she'll give, like, she'll give the unattractive guy a straight face, even if it was actually somewhat funny. You want to know how I know this? Because this has been the case. This has been the case with the exact same girl. I had the exact same humor. One time I was perceived as unattractive. Another time I was perceived as attractive, like flipping a year or two later. And there's completely different responses. So, like, that's my, like, anecdotal, my story evidence, just one story of many, where basically the halo effect has took place, where just because I am more attractive, I am treated better because I'm more attractive. And I remember one time, I'm in math, like, this a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, I'm in math, and one guy who, like, knew me since, like, 3 years old, randomly looked at me one time and said, "Alfie, you've actually had a glow up, you know." So, I'm going to teach you what I did to get a glow up, and hopefully you can use that in your life, because these things that worked for me, I'm certain work for everyone else. So first, before I actually get into the tactic of like, okay, here's a skincare and that, here's the muscles you train. It's like, I'll be honest. I'll tell you the truth. When I was like getting the title of this video, I'll just let you in on a secret that most YouTubers do. Like, we literally just look at high performing titles and steal them. So I was looking at some for like becoming more attractive and building a good body. And bro, the space for how to glow up videos is unbelievably cringe. It's so like, I'll be honest, like, I didn't really watch the videos, but looking from the thumbnails and like, you know, like, I've watched some of the previous channels before, like previous videos from those channels before, and it's just like the advice is so cringe. It's like AI generated like chat GPT videos. You'll know the ones I'm talking about, where they've literally like some nerd behind the computer something like make a video on how to be attractive, and it's like GPT like, okay, get sleep, skincare, fashion. It's like, oh my gosh. And also, talking about the fashion nerds who think like if they wear certain brands, like girls are just gonna flock to them. It's like it kinda, but not really. And then skincare guys were like, okay, my South Korean skincare routine, and they put like cancerous products on, like 10 different products, which will like probably give them like ball cancer or something. It's like I was looking at this and I thought, that is so cringe, and I'm not gonna put that amount of effort in to glow up. I just want something simple. And so the two main things that I think helped me glow up was building an aesthetic body and improving my diet. And these two kind of go hand in hand, because obviously to build an aesthetic body, it'll help if you improve your diet. And I'll quickly go over diet because it's like, if you can put your trust in me, this worked for me, and for most people it would work for. If you want to improve your skincare, improve your diet. It's literally as simple as that. That's as simple as I can say. That's what worked for me. I improved my diet and immediately I improved my skincare. And I know like right now some like hater might be looking at me and being like, well, Alfie, you've got a pimple there. You're absolutely right. I do have a pimple there. It's not often I have a pimple at all. And guess what? Guess why I've had a pimple? Because I've been eating like trash for the past few days. I'm gonna hold myself accountable, hold my hand up. I've been eating like trash for the past few days, and that's where this has came from. Also, if you need like more like, oh, Alfie, your skincare's not, Alfie, your skin's not good. I mean, girls have asked for my skincare routine, and then now I immediately seem credible to you, even though like my advice is the exact same. And also for skincare, just as I remember, it's like I'll use like the most basic skincare. Like honestly, you could get away with a bar of soap. Like literally just get like any face wash, just like put it on your face. I'll show you how to put it on your face actually. My little sister taught me this. I think it was either a little sister or my mum. Basically, I know the mic's different now, but basically, you get your hands like this. You start from the nose, so like this. You go out, and then like you do your forehead like that. That's basically all I do anyway. And yeah, it helped me. So that's skincare out of the way. And now this honestly takes a backseat, honestly. I'm going to be honest, in my experience, even when I've not had the best skincare, like even when I've had a little pimple here and stuff, I've still been perceived as attractive because of my aesthetic body and the confidence that comes with it. So, here's how I built an aesthetic body. I trained to build a V-taper, and the muscles I trained to build a V-taper was the neck, the upper traps, the upper chest, lateral delts, lats and abs. I can't go into much detail in this video, otherwise it'd be too long, but if you want to learn more about building your dream body, I've got a full course, link is in the description. Go and check that out right now. And so it's neck, upper traps, upper chest, lateral delts, which is the side shoulder, lats, which is the back, and then abs, which is your six-pack. This builds something called the aesthetic V-taper, and the V-taper in a man is kind of like the hourglass shape in a woman. So you know, like when a woman's like mad, like just built amazingly, right, and they got that hourglass figure, and instantly, like if you've got a sex drive, and immediately it's like boom, you're just instantly attracted to them, no matter like even if their face is kind of ugly, you're still considering it, bro. I know you. I know what type of man you are. It can't just be me. The V-taper has the same effect on women. And so when you're in the gym, you want to be training your neck, you want to be training your upper traps, your upper chest, lateral delts, or not training, prioritizing. So like, yeah, still train them, but mainly prioritize those muscles. That's literally it, by the way. Like, I think those are the two biggest things that helped me glow up. And the reason I do glow up, like in quotations, is because glow up as a phrase sounds cringe. It's like, I just became more attractive. You know what I mean? I guess I know glow up means the same thing, but it's like I used to watch these, like, how I used to type up how to glow up when I thought I was ugly, and all the videos were just cringe, and I don't even want to. I'll be honest, I don't even want to be lumped into that circle, but this is a high performing title, so I have to. Yeah, man. These are the two biggest things that helped me. Becoming more attractive genuinely changed my life forever. I went from being a kid who was perceived as some ugly loser incel to now not being an ugly loser incel. You know what, I just was remembering I was talking to this girl in school and she looked at me. I was like, you know, Alfie, you used to be an incel. So if anyone doesn't know what incel is, basically it's like, imagine a guy who can't get laid even if he tried. That's what an incel is, right? She was like, you used to be an incel, but now you're actually like speaking to women and stuff. And it's like, that's the character development. And I'm certain it all started, like, it started the process, like not being an incel anymore. The process started because I built this aesthetic physique. And from there, I learned to improve my diet, which indirectly improved my skincare. Well, improved my skin because I wasn't eating like processed stuff that messes up your hormones. Like, that's why like a lot of guys through puberty will get acne. It's because their hormones are out of whack. And like, if you want bro science from me, your diet, if you have a bad diet, it'll affect your hormones, and those hormones will affect your skincare, blah blah blah. And then that led on to more confidence, etc, etc. Just like, imagine this for a second. You follow the advice that I've given, you give it a try, and it actually works for you, and you start doing, like, going to the gym consistently, improving your diet, becoming more confident, and you look in the mirror and you think you're actually jacked now. And then when you realize, when you go to school or work, you realize that like men are starting to treat you with respect, and women are actually kind of attracted to you, and that girl that you've got a crush on is actually treating you as if you're attractive. That's what happened for me. And I think if you follow the advice that I've given, that process will start to happen for you. And if you want to make sure that really does happen, subscribe right now. Safe.